Hello guys, my name is Kaushal Patil and today's date is 16th of August 2K27 and our today's video topic is polymorphism in Java. So today we are going to see what is polymorphism in Java, then we will see a real time example of polymorphism, then we will see uh, types of polymorphism, and at last we will discuss some advantages and disadvantages of polymorphism. So let us start with what is polymorphism in Java. So the word polymorphism means having many forms. In simple words, we can define polymorphism as the ability of message to do to ability of a message to displayed in more than one form. So this is called as polymorphism. Basically, polymorphism is one of the most important OOPS concept, that is object oriented programming concept. There are four types. There are four main fundamental concept of object oriented programming system. They are polymorphism, inheritance, abstraction, and interface. So as we will see a real time example of polymorphism. So let us take an example of a person. So a person at the same time can have different characteristics, such as a person can be a father, possesses different behaviors, different at different behaviors in the various different situation. This is called as polymorphism. The polymorphism considers as one of the most important features of OOPS. Polymorphism to perform a single allows us to perform a single action in different ways. A single action in different ways. In the other word, polymorphism allows us to define one interface and have multiple implements. So basically, the meaning of polymorphism is divided into two parts. That is, the word poly means many, and the morphism means forms. So basically it means that the it means that many forms. So now let us see the type of polymorphism. So in Java there are mainly two types of polymorphism. They are first compile time polymorphism, and second one is runtime polymorphism. So first of all, let us discuss about compile time polymorphism. So basically, compile time polymorphism is also called as static polymorphism. This type of polymorphism can be achieved by function overloading or operator overloading. But but basically in but basically in Java doesn't support the operator overloading, so it is achieved by method overloading. So now let us discuss a bit about method overloading. So method overloading means when there are multiple function with same name but different parameters, then these function are said to be overloaded function, and it can be overloaded by change in number of argument. So so overload can be done by changing type of argument. So next, the second type of polymorphism is runtime polymorphism. Runtime runtime polymorphism is also known as dynamic method dispatch. It is a process in which function called to the function called to the call function called to the overridden method is resolved at runtime. This type of polymorphism is achieved by method overriding. So let us discuss a bit about method overriding. So in method overriding, when a derived class has a definition, at that time one of the member function of base class, that base function is said to be overridden. So this is called as overriding method. So now let us see some advantages and disadvantages of polymorphism. So first of all, we will see some advantages of polymorphism. So first, so it helps the programmer to use the code and classes once written, tested and Im- implemented, which can be reused in many ways. Then the second one is single variable name can be used to store variable of multiple data types. Then the third one is polymorphism helps in the coup- reducing the coupling between different functionalities. So these are the advantages of polymorphism. Now let us discuss about disadvantages of polymorphism. So first one is that the main advantage of the polymorphism is that developer find the polymorphism a bit difficult to implement, means it is difficult to implement for the developer. Now the second disadvantage is the runtime polymorphism can lead to the performance. Runtime polymorphism can lead to the performance invoked as machine needs to invokes as machine needs to decide which methods or variables can be performs can be so it basically degrades the performance as decisions are taken at runtime, means the decision taken at runtime, the performance is a bit slower. Now the last disadvantages of polymorphism is polymorphism reduce the readability of the program. It reduces the readability of the program, that one needs to identify the runtime behavior of the program. So to identify actual execution time, to identify the actual execution time. So these are the disadvantages of polymorphism. So as we have discussed, this is all about polymorphism. So as we have discussed about polymorphism, in today's video topic we have covered that what is polymorphism, then the, then the real time uh, then the real time example of polymorphism. After that we have see the types of polymorphism. They are runtime polymorphism and compile time polymorphism, and then we have discussed some advantages and disadvantages of polymorphism. So this is all about polymorphism. Thank you and have a good day, guys.